Once upon a time, in a small village surrounded by green hills and colorful flowers, there lived a little boy named Sami. Sami was curious and loved to explore every nook and cranny of his village. He had bright blue eyes, a head full of curly brown hair, and an ever-present smile that could light up the darkest of days. One sunny morning, as Sami was playing near the old oak tree at the edge of the village, he stumbled upon a strange-looking map partially buried in the ground. Excitedly, he pulled it out and ran home to show his parents. His parents, Mr. and Mrs. Brown, were both intrigued and encouraged him to follow the map, but only if he promised to be careful and take his best friend, Daisy, the sheepdog, along for the adventure. With the map in his hand and Daisy by his side, Sami set off on what would become the most exciting journey of his young life. The map led them through thick forests, over bubbling brooks, and up steep hills. Along the way, they met a colorful parrot named Polly, who decided to join them. Polly could speak several languages and was very wise. One afternoon, as they were crossing a particularly tricky part of the forest, Sami, Daisy, and Polly heard a cry for help. They followed the sound and discovered a little fairy trapped under a fallen branch. Sami and his friends worked together to lift the branch, freeing the tiny fairy. She was so grateful that she offered to grant them a wish. Sami thought for a moment before wishing for a magical object that would bring joy and happiness to everyone in his village. The fairy smiled and waved her wand. Suddenly, a beautiful, sparkling crystal appeared in Sami's hand. Armed with the magical crystal, Sami, Daisy, and Polly hurried back to the village. When they arrived, Sami placed the crystal in the town square. Instantly, the entire village was filled with laughter, love, and a sense of community like never before. Sami's adventure had brought them something truly magical. From that day on, the village was known as the happiest place in the country, all thanks to the bravery and kindness of one little boy and his faithful friends.